Hi, hello there. My name is Jenna Isabella.
Gina Stanton.
Phil Pineau.
Amanda.
I'm Steere.
John Isabella III.
I'm the artistic director.
And I'm the managing director.
I'm the fundraising director.
I am the scenic director.
The outreach director.
I am the technical director.
For the Phoenix Theater and Arts Company.
For the Phoenix Theater and Arts Company.
For the Phoenix Theater and Arts Company.
Phoenix Theater and Arts Company.
For PTAC.
For the Phoenix Theater and Arts Company.
I guess I'd have to go all the way back to a story my mom told me that when she was pregnant with me, she used to listen to the original cast recording of Phantom of the Opera. And so she would listen to that when she was like cleaning house or just decompressing. And so it was probably brainwashed from, in utero.
When I was in first grade, I was given the coveted role of Mama Mouse in the annual school Christmas play. Not only was I super cute in my mouse ears, but I was also the kid who knew everyone else's lines. So if someone forgot their lines, instead of letting the adults in the wings feed them the line, I would very helpfully tell the other kids their lines. On stage, in a whisper. Thankfully, I've grown out of that habit, but what I haven't grown out of is my love of theater.
When I was a junior in high school, I did some backstage work for the 2 shows that they did that year.
I've been interested in theater since I was really little, probably about 3 or 4, and if my brother watches this, I will probably never live it down, but I saw him in his first stage production.
My theater experience really began when I was in high school, and I started in the pit orchestra of a community theater, and then moved to stage crew, and then was on stage, and then back to stage crew, and I back and forth forever.
But it was also really common growing up to go to my grandparents' houses and watch movie musicals with them. So growing up we saw a lot of Sound of Music and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and My Fair Lady and Hello Dolly and Fiddler on the Roof. Oh my gosh, there's so many that we grew up loving, and by the time I got to high school and was able to do theater, I was chomping at the bit.
Ever since then, I would go around telling people that I wanted to be on Broadway. I'm not entirely sure that I knew what Broadway was back then, but I knew that that was where I wanted to be.
And then when I was a senior, my friend Stephanie, she insisted that I audition for the shows. And so I did, and I haven't looked back since.
And I just went, I want to do that. I want to be in a show, and from then on it was pretty much ancient history.
And I've seen theater from all different angles, and I think that's been really fun and really fulfilling as well.
A phoenix's life cycle is all about death and rebirth, and it's not so much the concrete meanings behind death and rebirth, in my opinion. It is all about change. There is no time for a phoenix to grow stagnant. When its time is up, it burns up, and then it is reborn from those embers. So it's all about change, about moving forward, about constantly finding that new project, reaching out, grabbing it, and lighting up the sky with its flames before starting anew.
Phoenix means to me perseverance. A phoenix never dies, it's just reborn again. It rises from the ashes. It never stops trying. So that's what it means to me. It's perseverance.
Favorite musical? All-time favorites, probably Phantom of the Opera. You heard the origin story. I don't know, favorite play, there's so many of that too. I really love The Importance of Being Earnest. Gosh, favorite Shakespeare is tough too. Like Much Ado About Nothing is definitely up there. I love Taming of the Shrew. Big fan of the Scottish play.
There are so many shows that I love, and my favorite show might be different depending on the day that you ask me, but for today I'm going with 2 newer shows, both of which I was lucky enough to see on Broadway. Come From Away and Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. I left both of those shows feeling changed in some way. Besides having phenomenal music, they both have so much heart. They tell their stories in a poignant and beautiful way, and ultimately are stories that examine what it means to be human, which to me is what theater is all about.
My favorite show is The Secret Garden. I saw it once when I was 7 with my local community theater, and from then on I've always loved the show and just the magic behind nature. It just, I don't know, it just makes me so happy.
Hands down, my favorite show has to be The Phantom of the Opera. From the very beginning, the first chords that are struck at the very beginning of the show during the intro, dun, 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 dun. See, it's already happening. I'm getting goosebumps. And that just stays with me for the rest of the performance, all the way to the finale. Yeah, like, maybe, I don't know if you can see that right now. My entire arm is just goosebumped right now just thinking about that music. It's just so electrifying, and it just touches, my very soul. And honestly, that's what theater is all about. It is a performance that really just reaches in and it resonates with you.
I have had a lifelong obsession with 5-time Tony Award winning Dame Angela Lansbury that began when I saw Bedknobs and Broomsticks for the first 48 times, and was really solidified when I heard the original cast recording of Name for the first time. I just think that she's so talented and she's so amazing, and I've had an obsession with her for a really long time, and I could talk about her all day, but I will not do that today. That's not today. No.
Carol Channing, without a doubt. That voice is just so recognizable, and you have to admire her for her dedication to her craft and to the theater and to the arts.
I loved playing Hope from Urinetown. That was a really fun part. And I guess I'd have to say Juliet too. I know that's really cliche, but I've had the privilege of playing her twice, and she always will have a special place in my heart.
So my favorite role is actually from a high school production of Into the Woods. I was playing the mysterious man. And I just loved that character because he was kind of omnipresent. Even when he wasn't on stage, he always kind of had a handle of what was going on with the show. And he was one of the driving forces that kind of moved the plot forward, even though from all outward appearances, he was just kind of a goofball.
I want our company to grow. And I think despite all the challenges that come with starting a theater company and all the challenges that exist because of the craziness that is 2020, starting entirely online gives us a really good chance to grow organically and to reach people at home, where we all are right now anyway. But I know that we're all looking forward to a time when we could perform live and in person.
I have 2 separate streams of hopes and dreams for PTAC. As an artist, there are countless shows that I want to perform in or direct one day, and I think that we all feel the need to do work that feeds our hearts and souls, especially right now. It'll be interesting and challenging to balance that with the logistics of running a nonprofit company and serving our community in the way that we want to. I'm really excited to grow and work towards our mission, to embrace and celebrate the beautiful diversity in our community and our world, and to use theater and the arts to really try and bring people together.
I think for PTAC, I'm the most excited about working with this board. I just think that everyone on this board is so passionate about what they're doing, and they're so excited, and it's so nice to work with people who are excited about what they're doing and passionate. And I'm really excited, like the rest of them, to see this organization really reach its full potential. So thank you so much, and hopefully I'll be able to see you at some time in person without a mask on. That'd be so nice.